Hello everyone, this is part 2 of my Realms of Antiquity solo hero run. And if you've seen part 1, we started the hero, went through the beginnings of the game, and got quite a bit done. We finally ended up with the skeleton key, which is huge a hugely important item. It allows you to open any lock, so we won't have to cast unlock all the time, and makes for much faster gameplay, and it opens up a number of possibilities. Well, if you've also seen part 1, you'll notice that I spent quite a bit of time trying to get good drops from dead masters so I could improve my attributes. Now, there's a lot of time that was kind of wasted, in quotes, because I didn't gain that much out of that, and it was a long time, and I did many tries just to get the right drops. Now, in this run, you'll notice that this whatever the time that was wasted back then is definitely recouped here, because we're going to take advantage of the much higher attributes to just roll through this mid game. So, without any further ado, as they say, let's get going. All right, off we go. Continue the adventure, and we are now in the Great Forest by what's it called? Ashford Village. And what we're going to do is, here we go again, just trash mobs as we call them. We're going to go to the eastern side and start getting into the thick of things. So let's go and grab a boat. Yep, I need a boat. I want to go to Osthaven. And we are now in Osthaven. Now, Osthaven is under the control of a Vovoid, and you have to pay to get in and to get out. But well, we'll deal with that. That's not a problem. So here you see we're level 6. We've got 1 skill point, and what we will do is first rest and reset the homing stone, and next is we're going to see the Void and say hello to him, talk to the guy. By the way, on the way here, now that we've got the skeleton key, we get a part of the elevator to fix. So blah blah events. So we killed Zarkos, we freed the realm from the curse, we've revealed the monsters, and we've done some things, right? So decisions, rebels, plan. Okay, well, I grab the firearms. Yes, I will grab the firearms, but I will not give them to you, you bastard. I will be nicer. So the next thing we want to do is go down and, well, let's cast light so you can see something. Let's go down and talk to the thief and free the thief. And so now we freed the thief. On the way out, hey, there's Layla. We gotta release her, and bye-bye, Layla. We don't need you. Although she's actually a very good person to have in your party if you're playing a party. So we've released the thief, and the next thing we're going to do is go by the brewery, and the thief is there, so we're going to try to train in critical. So it's the only change in our training is that instead of just melee everywhere, we're also going to train for critical in this case. And we've just trained. I think we can train one more time, but I don't have enough skill points. So the next thing I'm going to do is get out of here and go get the firearms, right? So go to the fort, go up, talk to the captain. We want to pass. He asks for a favor. He tells you, can you please give me the firearms, because the other guy is not a very nice guy. I kind of agree with him, so that's what I'm going to do. So now we are going to the Imperial City. Oh, this is a big deal. This is a very big deal. So the first thing we're going to do is, okay, the hag is a dangerous one. See, nope, gotta reload. The hag is dangerous because she will cast a spell that stops you or something. Oh, these guys are also bad. Okay, so come on, you rebels. Okay, so I'm just gonna fight the rebels. Heal a bit. Okay, finish off those guys and go in. Alright, so the hags you want to run away from. You do want to run away from the hags. Okay, so now we're in here, and there's the boomstick. There's all sorts of things. I am totally not interested in any of those weapons. Here are Iron Guardians. Let's use Shockwave to kill him. You kind of have to do the classic hit and run. Okay, so now use Tormanin and cast Dispel. Okay, so here now we finish those guys off, and we're gonna go use again Tormanin, cast Dispel, use Rapolo, and we've got Iron Guardians. Alright. And here we get the all-important Enigma Cube. Alright. So now we've got one additional skill point. So we've got the Enigma Cube. Very big deal. But we're not going to use it now. We're just going to go through this whole area first. Let's do the sewers. Come on, guys. Do I want to fight these guys? Come on. Let's do it. Alright, let's do it. Hope. And get down into the sewers. Alright, the sewers is a huge pain. And I'm not going to light it up. As you can see in the bottom right of the map, it's a pretty nasty map. So I'm just gonna run through it very, very quickly. It's one of those things that kind of bothers me. It's big, and you have to circle back a couple of times. So now I hit one switch, I hit the second switch. There's 5 switches in total. So now, let's go back. Let me go back and hit the first switch that I'd forgotten. So now we go hit the first switch. I don't even know which switch is what, but I know there are 5 switches to hit. Here it is. Alright, so I have hit 3 switches, and now not using light allows me to reduce the number of fights because the enemies don't see me. So now getting to switch number 4, there we go. And then okay, we've got to go double back. Okay. Now we're still a little bit underpowered. We're under-leveled, I should say. We're kind of under-leveled here, so you gotta be a little bit careful. You might die by mistake, but again, it doesn't really matter. That's what happens in solo mode. So okay, so now there's a new bridge here that opens up thanks to the switches. So now we go back, finish up. Okay, this guy, the water weird, you gotta run away from. This guy is pretty powerful and difficult to beat. Run away from this guy, and now this is the last switch. Okay, so now the last switch is finished. Okay, these guys are nothing. Slime worms are useless. Okay, so now we're here. Let's cast light just for a change here. Okay. We dispel, use Ropolo again, save. Okay, these are just junk. Finish up. Okay, got a couple of points, and here is a guardian. Now, technically, you should be able to go get some, get the words for the guardians, etc. In this case, I chose to not get the words, so I'm just gonna fight him. Okay, so it's a little bit nasty, but not that difficult as long as you use shockwave properly. It's a long fight. So there we go. Yes. Do I keep this guy? No, this guy, I don't need it. Alright, so again, okay. All is fine. That was a relatively normal fight for a solo hero. Just hit him with the usual shockwave and run away as necessary at the end. So they waste one move. Whoa. Yeah, I really don't have that much of a defense, but that will be resolved pretty soon. All right. So here I'm dispelling. All right, there we go. Here's another guy. Same thing. Use Rapolo, blur, protection, heal, and now maybe I can use Magic Blade and see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, I can kind of do damage, not that good. Well, let me see if I can use... Do I have... Alright. Oh. I've just used up one of my invincibility things. You know, it's not that great. Let's see, Exalt. Let's go. So you see your melee is kind of crappy. And you absolutely must use protection. Alright. Keep the touchstone. And my stamina is down to nothing, so... Let's fix it. So that was a very ineffective fight using melee, which is weird because I've put everything into melee, but my guy is really underpowered, and the beauty is that being a hero, you can use the spells, you can use melee, you can use whatever you want, and right now the spell is much more effective. So, in the meantime, let's see what the Idle Touchstone does. I don't think it does anything interesting. Let's see here, reveal. Oh wow, I did get a good touchstone. All right, one time, and how much strength do I have? 13. Okay, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Wow, perfect. Awesome. This is amazing. So strength is full. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. We're back to Ropalo. Pick the lock with the skeleton key. Grab the firearms. Alright, so we got the firearms. It's beautiful. Whoa. Vampires. What is this vampire doing here? That is interesting. Why would there be a vampire here? I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna flee the battle and we're gonna go to the palace now. Flee the battle again. And we're into the palace. Ha ha ha. Very good. Alright, so we're gonna need to go up here to grab the elevator design book, which is right here. Alright. And next, we can, if we want, go to the Guardian Words. Oh, come on, guys. Give me a break. Come on. Alright. Here now. Approach, okay. Okay, you guys. Don't you see I'm so much more powerful than you? The touchstone is probably irrelevant. Protection. Heal. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 2, and 3. Ah, come on. Wow, that guy is... Okay, solid. Here we go. Got it. Now, in here, there's an armor stand, and there's this thing. This one is the next level. +5, -2, +10, +10. That guy was +4, -1, +9, +6. So, but it had sorcery +1. It's okay. We dump it. The other thing we're going to do is reveal. Okay, this is a dangerous stone. You use that stone, you die. Alright. So these give you the words of power for the guardians. Okay, so now we're, by the way, much better defensively. So if you look at the guy now, my guy, his defense is now at 14, 14, 17, and he resists everything. It's a very big deal. But that armor is not going to, probably not going to last that long, because there are many more options coming along. So here now is this guardian. You may pass. Should I attack him to try to get some more something else? No, I'm not gonna attack him. So okay, so here we go. This is the treasure room of the palace. Very, very useful. The first thing is bread. Take it. Second is the Legends armor. No. So now, this one was, remember, red +1, +5, -2, +10, +10. This one is +6, -2, +12, +8 with BSPFCA. It's better, except that it doesn't defend every type, including magic, which is a problem. So, should we use the Crimson Burn or the Legends armor? That's a good question. +5, -2, +10, +10. The Legends armor is +6, -2, +12, +8. You know, it's a wash. I would say let's choose the Legends armor just because it's legendary. Okay, here there's a Strength Stone. I don't need it anymore. 1,500 coins, that's good. Here's an Agility Stone, and I'm going to use that. 1,000 coins. Here's the Wand of Urbanus. So that one is very powerful as a wand for range attack, but I'm not going to use it. Here's an Invulnerability Potion, which I probably won't use. This is 2,000 coins. Here's a Restoration portion. Verdant Scaff, Bow of Oran, Winged Sandals, there's another scroll, and here is an Arcane Cotton, which is a pretty good shield. For +5, +4, pretty good. Plus, it shields from energy and cold and fire. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to drop this. So now my guy in defense, the only thing that's missing is magical defense. And we're now at the level in defense that's pretty decent. And the melee is going really well. Defense is pretty decent. So what else is there here? There's a Reason Stone here. It fails to work because our Reason is maxed out. Oh, here's an Experience Stone, so let's use that. We gained another level. Here's a Cunning Stone. Let's use that. These all are a single use. Anything that's a fixed drop is a single use stone. So I'm now at 16, 10, 16, 16. So all I need is agility stones. And I'm pretty much done with this. Pretty much done. So, oh, I've got the Magi hat, sorcery +1, lore +2. Should I use something else? Let's go get the blood bracelet. I forgot what it does. Examine, melee +2, melee damage +2, red +1, actions +1. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Oh, here's the invulnerability potion. We'll use it just for fun later. Alright, so let's get out of here. We've done what we needed to do. Super simple, easy, easy. Next is to get out of here. So to get out of here, we need to go grab the boat and leave. So once we've left, we exit back to Osthaven, and let's talk to the captain and give him the firearms. He's not happy about what he has to do, but he has to do it. So now that we've given it to the captain, we go back to Osthaven, and now things are much better. Mucho, mucho, mucho better. So now we're done with all this. The next thing we're going to do is use that Enigma Cube. Ooh, now we are inside the Enigma Cube. All right, so let's do the first step. The first step is to go let's cast light, is to get a boat. There's a boat generator here, which is kind of cool. And the next thing we're going to do is to go down that river, okay, all the way to the next thing. Ooh, I fell asleep. All right, so we're gonna use Tormenon, and we're going to stopwatch all the way to click the next uh, lever, and I don't need this guy, and I'm gonna use the boat again. Should I do? No, I'm gonna use the portal now, and I'm gonna go back, and this time I can actually go fight the boss. These guys are pretty strong, so oh, here's an ice ball. That's fun. Let's change it a bit. Let's change it up. Ice ball. Come on. Use Ropolo. In the end, Shockwave is where it's at. Alright. Now, these sometimes have pretty decent drops. Well, it's fine. So let's move on to the boss. So the boss is on his way. A little bit north of here, there's the boss. So I'm just gonna recover some stamina. And this fight is a little difficult, but not a big deal again. We're recovering stamina, and now we're going to save, cast usual blur, protection, exalt, and go. Fight the guy, approach, blah, fight. Okay, so the thing you want to do is, of course, kill the boss first. So now he's got a invulnerability, but if you hit him enough, it goes away. So it's just a matter of. All right. Wow. Okay. Come on. There we go. And now the rest I'm just gonna wipe out with my weapon. Okay. All done. Cast light. And now let's go back to the start, go to the altar, put the scepter that we just got from the boss. There's a bit of fight here, but it won't be any difficult. And oh, wow. Okay, and I'm gonna read this, and it's over. And now we can use the cube to cube to all different areas of the game. So great. No, so now what I have here, I have 2 skill points. So the next thing I'm going to do is cube back to Osthaven to max out my crit skill. So cube back to Osthaven. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, useless. Fight, melee fight, easy. Shows how much stronger I am now. And just gonna go down to Osthaven, to the brewery, and train in critical. And I'm gonna try again, train in critical, and he says my skill is beyond him. And in fact, I cannot train in critical anymore. You check it out now, you're at critical 2, and there's not more I can do. So we're maxed out on critical. However, now I still have 1 skill point. So now what I'm going to do is use again the Enigma cube to go to Cedarwold. And Cedarwold is this area that is more of like late mid game, early end game, where you actually get some interesting items. The first super interesting thing to do is to go to the Adventurers Guild that has the best training you can get in melee and in the defense. So now I'm going to get melee training as much as I can, which is not that much considering I only have one more skill point. So now I'm a level 8 hero and I'm hitting at plus 23. Plus 23 means I'm really going to hit even those with a pretty good defense. So now use Robolo, cast heal, rest, done, leave. The next thing is this guy sells Waters of Life. So Water of Life replaces the energy filter. I'm gonna get rid of that. And I'm gonna get rid of this one, I don't need it. The Rainbow Strobe, I also am not gonna need it. And there's only the Heretic Tea I'm kind of need right now because I didn't do something which I'm going to go fix. I'm going to get another spellbook that has Mind Guard in it and get rid of the Heretic Tea. And that's about it. So what I'm going to do now is go buy Potions of Life, Waters of Life. And again, as I did before in part 1, you're going to buy like 2 or 3 Potions of Life. Right, I'm gonna save, I'm gonna use them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, doesn't work. Oh, I want 4. So I'm gonna buy another potion, set of Potions of Life. 1, 1, 1. Jeez, that didn't work so well. So I'm gonna buy more Waters of Life. Save. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. So okay, so I got like Waters of Life that are incredible. So we're good here, and I can use them and reuse them and do everything I want. So now I'm going to again use the Enigma Cube, and we're going to go and try our luck. Let's see. Where should we go try our luck? In Rhymefell. So we're going to go in the snow area and start doing what needs to be done. So I'm going to rest here, rest the homing stone, 3 leaf. Oh, I know what I remember what I need to do. I need to go buy the another book, but I think it's recharging. So I'm going to spacebar for and wait for a bit. Nope. Okay, so what else do I want to do here? Oh, let's go talk to the paladin leader. I got the word of power. I'm talk about the guys, incursion, glacier. His paladins have been dying and they're not around. So he wanted me to help him. Now let's use the Enigma Cube again. All right. And we're going to go to, I think, way more. So back in the early area that where I forgot to buy the book that I needed. So come on, guys. At this point, this area is just nothing, of no difficulty whatsoever. And now we're going to go to the tower. Narim, okay. We're in the tower. Okay. And apprentice duties buy. So now we're going to buy Fetzner. Okay. I'm gonna kill Gaskill. I don't need it. And Fetzner is, sorry, this book. And it's got Mind Guard. That's basically, and Cure at the same time. So Mind Guard is what is needed. Having Cure is a bonus. So we've got both of them. Everything is great. So instead of having Eruditic Tease, we just have the book, which is easier to use and definitely better than a potion. Sorry. So now we're going to use again the cube, back to Ramfell. And we get out of here. All right, so these guys at this point are not very difficult. Plus, don't forget, I now have cold defense, and that's super important. And at this point, my guy is starting to become a decent melee hitter. Okay, all right. Oh, come on, guys. You know, this is the kind of thing in those games. When you're totally over leveled for enemies, they should just run away. Doesn't make sense. They should run away. All right, so we go to the city first. Ah, oh, come on. Run away. Go to the city. All right, we're at the city. All right, we have to go all the way around. Finish off a couple of losers. Okay, these guys run away from. They're not that much fun. Okay, so cast light, just so you can see what's going on. So the first thing is shockwave. Boom. Okay, so the first thing is here's one paladin. The mace is not very useful. The second thing is there's another paladin here. Okay, these guys are also gnarly. Run away from them if you don't need to fight them. Okay, so we found two paladins already. These frozen ogres are easy. It's just whatever looks like a swirling thing is more dangerous than anything else. So anything full of energy or looks weird, like these are ice golems. They're strong, but they're not too dangerous for you. Why did I go to? Why did I attack those? I didn't even need to attack them. But why not? Let's get the XP. So as you can see here, like the game becomes pretty straightforward. Now, here's one. Okay, these guys, of course, you want to try to get away from. These are also guys you want to get away from. So anything swirling or anything energy based, you'll beat them. It's just why waste? See here what happens. Why waste stamina for essentially nothing? So here there's a mantle, there's a hide armor. It's one of the best hide armors. So this one is interesting because it's got strong melee damage, and compared to Legends armor, your movement is -1 versus -2, but it's not as defensive as the Legends armor, right? Like 10-8, the other one is 12-8, and defense 6, this one. But it's it's an interesting one that you could use to be more aggressive in melee, but it's not that important. Now let's continue. Oh, come on, guys. All right. So again, run away from these kinds of guys. These enemies, fight them. These ones as well. By the way, you don't notice because I'm playing at super fast speeds, but every once in a while you get some really powerful critical hits, and you know the crit 2 is very, very useful. So now I'm healing stamina. Okay, now here sometimes you get uh, an ice dragon. Sometimes. Here I'm getting the ruby shard, and you got these bad guys. So sometimes you do get an ice dragon. In this case, I did not find an ice dragon here. I wouldn't have minded trying my hand at the ice dragon. So anyway, so now we're getting out of here, right? Let's cast light again. And go back, trace our steps back. Come on. Nope. So we're now you're still level 8. Okay. Nothing new here. But now we're getting out. Okay, so we're out. Let's exit this way, it's faster. Alright. Sometimes you've got... Oh, here's a dragon. Wow, okay. So, protection, heal, and get away one way. So now I tried hitting him, didn't work so well. So I'm gonna blur, and I'm gonna shockwave the guy and move out. Shockwave, 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 move. Shockwave, 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 move. Shockwave, 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 move. Shockwave, shockwave, and we're good. So let's keep the touchstone and use it. Oh, it's good. Oh, tons of XP. I don't mind it. I would have probably done something different, but at this point I'll take the XP. But what's important now is that you are strong enough to fight the higher level dragons, and that's a very, very big deal. And I'll show you why soon. Let's just finish this region because I don't want to get back to it. So now here's the third paladin, and I believe there's one more. Come on. Okay, what are you guys? Okay. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Oh, painful. Right. So now here there's something quite important. That's coming up, and that is the gold key, because it's used for one of my favorite quests in the game, and there's a gold key, and you basically have, if you look at the quest items, you have the vault key now with you. All right, so that's good. Now we keep going, and come on, guys. This is the last paladin. So we found all four. I think this is the last one. All four paladins. So as you can see, at this point, you have a ton of enemies spawning all the time, which is a little bit tiring. So don't be afraid of running away. Even the strongest heroes will run away, because there's just no gain from there. And this is a cool Triceratops, but now, because you are so trained at melee, every single hit you do, your attempt is gonna work. So see, I'm hitting at 30, 20, 30, and that's starting to become very powerful. All I needed is a little bit of defense, so I cast the protection spell, and that's good enough. Now let's use Tormenon, Dispel, go back to Ropolo, and now what do I need here? I don't need anything. I'm just gonna go grab the apprentice. I mean, there's a treasure room to the west. I just don't need it. Let's cast light. Oh, these guys are also peanuts. Come on, come on, come on. Goodbye. I mean, when every hit is between 15 and 30, you're doing good. So always go for the boss first. Saves you a lot of headaches. And here's the apprentice. And take him with you. Alright. So we take the apprentice with us. And now we keep going down. And here is something important. There's a journal that tells you what you need to do. And the next thing you gotta do now. So here those guys are painful. All the guys at this point, yeah, I know. All the guys at this point in time are energy enemies. And so this whole level is, well, except for these guys, this whole level is full of energy enemies that are pretty problematic. So save the game every once in a while. Okay, this is a living crystal. But what's cool is that the melee build, and we get the dark crystal now. What's cool is that the melee build that we've painstakingly developed here without any defense or anything from the beginning is starting to bear fruit. So you're able to hit pretty much anything, and that seems like normal, but it's not. If you don't put everything into melee, you're going to often find yourself just hitting air, and it's going to be very, very difficult to win. Now, though, it's just straightforward. See, these are living energies; those are tough. But now that you're very powerful in melee, I mean, you're hitting for 30, 31. It's incredible. So here, use the black crystal. Everything's done. Okay, what is there anything else here? I forgot. Oh, I need to. Okay, the camera needs to follow the avatar. Okay, so now the camera is in the center of the map. All right, so now we're getting out of here. I think I can use the cube. Right, I'm gonna go back to Skalberg. To Rheinfell. All right, and then I'm going to go to the tower, and I wouldn't mind finding a dragon again, but let's go up to the tower. Okay, Targin, we found the guy. So we returned the apprentice, and which is a good thing to do because we're nice people. But what the really good thing is when you go back to the abbey and okay, I confirmed the fates of the brothers and sisters. Yes. Wait, he was supposed to give me something. Maybe I didn't talk to the wizard properly. Let me go back to the tower and talk to the wizard. I think I didn't trigger the quest. Okay, there we go. Crater. I have to talk to him about the crater. All right, so I've got the letter now, which I didn't have before, and go back to the paladin with the letter. Where is the... All right. The Abbey. Okay, letter. And now I've got the strongest shield in the game. And it defends against everything, so it solves my defense problem, right? So now I'm at 19, 20, 23 in defense with everything, and I'm at 23 in melee. My guy is starting to become pretty powerful, and I've got two skill points. So the next thing we're going to do, so we're done here. We're totally done. Let's go back and again cube, and this time we're going to go again back to Cedar Wall. Why not? Go back to the Adventurer Guild and train in melee. 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 No more skill points. Alright, so where are we at now? We are now plus 25 in melee. We are in very, very good shape. So now I can't use the cube yet. How much money do I have? 5,800. Use cube. No. Let's wait. Press spacebar a number of times. Can't. Still can't use it. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Come on. Still can't use it. Okay. Come on. All right. Then use, because I'm kind of stuck here. Okay, there we go. Now we're done with all this. We are going to go hit up a dragon. We're going to go hit up a dragon. So let's see. We're now up here in the mountains, in the White Crown Mountains, and there is a dragon somewhere. Sometimes there's a dragon around here. Sometimes, so I'm saving the game, hoping there will be a dragon somewhere. But I don't think there is one this time. I'm not so lucky. However, there's a pretty decent fight coming up. Investigate, boom. That's a decent fight. But I'm not decent anymore. I'm very powerful now. So now we're going melee all the way, right? And I got the Flame Scepter, which is not useful anymore. But it was cool. It was good to get some decent experience points. So now, where are we? Back here. Okay, now right there, up here, there's a dragon. Oh, up here. Sorry. My mistake. My mistake. Why aren't we following the avatar? Okay. All right. There's the dragon. Still, we need shockwave. Keep the touchstone. Okay. That wasn't very interesting. So what we're going to do is save the game, protect, exalt, and fight. See, right now I can't really do that much damage to the dragon, and also I have to be careful. He may eat me up. That's it. See, he just swallowed me. So, let's go back to shockwave. Now, later on, I'll be better at fighting this guy. It's gonna be much faster. But still, it's a relatively easy fight. Relatively. Well, sometimes. Alright, so that's called protection. Save the game and fight. Casting protection just ensures that the dragon doesn't hurt you unless the dragon eats you. So the touchstone, yeah, I don't know if I should just keep the touchstone or do what I wanted to do. The fight is too slow, so let's just keep it at that. Okay, so now where are we? Oh, there's another dragon up there. Let's go hit the other dragon up. There's a nice dragon up there. There we go. Same thing. Same thing. Keep. No, not interesting. Okay. See, with protection, the dragon doesn't do much damage, if at all. So what I'm trying to do here, and I may be lucky, and I may be unlucky, but probably once in 20 tries. Well, technically 32 tries, but I have two things I would like to gain from this dragon. So maybe once in 16 tries, on average, again. It's all statistical averages. I might get the drop that I want. And the drop that I want completely changes the course of the game, especially this early in the game. So it's fun to just fight. It's not fun, but it's not that big a deal to fight a dragon 20 times when you're playing at super fast speeds. Oops, that was unnecessary. So you see, the dragon really drops a bunch of touchstones. So it's better at dropping stones than the Dread Masters, but in the early game, you just can't be fighting dragons. They just crush you. So right now, Shockwave is still the go-to weapon for against bosses, but very soon you will see that things will change. Already, as you can see, I'm using melee a lot more in battles. In a little bit, hopefully. Nope, unlucky for now. In a little bit, I will be able to use melee for essentially everything. Nope, too bad. Nice blade, but we already dropped one, discarded one, I should say, when I was in the Sanctuary of Thieves, if you remember from part 1. It's a good blade. It's a very good blade, but we don't need it. And touchstones, touchstones, touchstones. You know, anybody, not me, would tell you that those drops are great drops. I just don't want those drops anymore. We're way past needing touchstones. Which is interesting, considering that our guy is barely level 10. And that's why there's so much value in playing solo hero. Your guy levels up, more importantly, gets his attributes super high very early, and the attributes play a huge part of the power game. Now, the last release of Realms of Antiquity increases the number of attributes you get if you play solo at start. So that's kind of cool for non-heroes. The hero already gets a ton of attributes. But when you didn't play a hero and solo, it was a lot harder to play the early game because your attributes were so low you can do many things. in this case here, as hero, it doesn't matter. You've got the best of all worlds, not both worlds. Okay, but at the same time, I'm still not getting the drop I want. Oop. Tons of touchstones though. There we go. Nope. By the way, as you can see, I have what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 12 action points. And that's enormous. Now here I took a risk by not running away from the dragon at the end of the turn. What you really want to do to ensure you're safe is always be 2 steps away from the dragon, or at least 1 step away from the dragon, or 2. This is the best, is ideal at the end of the fight, so that the dragon can't try to swallow you. Because to swallow, the dragon needs to move and swallow, and they've got like 2 movement points, 2 action points. So if I do this and that, and now attack, the dragon will never get to a point where it can swallow me. And that's very important when you're playing with a single person in your party, where swallowing ends your game, instantly ends your game. So should be close to, statistically, unless I'm very unlucky, I should be close to getting what I want. Nope. Nope. Come on. Nope. Those are good drops, by the way. Don't underestimate the value of many of those drops. But that's just not what I want. That is not what I want. So many touchstones. Come on. So as you can see, I beat the guy in 2 turns. Now, if you have Layla in your party, a warlock basically, and you've optimized the warlock for violet magic, there is this touch attack, death touch attack, that will kill the dragon in 1 touch. Which the hero could get, I guess, but I don't want to optimize the hero for magic for a number of reasons, especially if you want to ultimately beat every single enemy in the game. It's not magic that's going to do it. What's going to do it is a enormously powerful melee character. And that's what we're building right now. Unfortunately, I am quite unlucky at this point. Come on. Give me something. But as you can see, my guy is, at this point, not too worried about very strong enemies. In Ice Dragon is one of the greater dragons in the game. There are two types of dragons. There are lesser dragons and greater dragons. And the greater dragons have the best drops, yes. But I don't seem to be able to get the right drop. By the way, potions, when dropped from greater dragons, are generally the more valuable potions, like potion of life or potion of invulnerability. Nothing. Nothing. Come on. Well, I might end up playing the game without the drop that I wanted. But that's not fun. Come on. Nope. But the percentage of stone drops is pretty high. I see. It's pretty high. Nope. And I think in order not to get you too bored, I'm going to end this one last time and then we move on. One last time and we move on. Unlucky. Well, nothing. Alright, fine. Fine. We'll see. Alright, too bad. Alright, so what are we going to do now? Well, what do we do? Let's move. Oh, I'm tired of casting light. So let's go get an item that will always light our path. And it is in, where is it again? Where is it? Blaylock. There we go. Alright. Let's go grab a boat in Blaylock. Oh, come on. I want a boat. Thank you. Where's my boat? Here's my boat. Okay. Oops. Come on. Okay, so now I've got a boat. And I'm going to a very nice area called the Pit. The Pit. The Pit is nice. Yeah. Very nice. Ta-da! We're moving. Going upstream. And oops. Heh. Forgot that. Here's a special. Oh! There's a dragon. Another dragon. And another greater dragon. Well, it's fine. Alright. Now, I can cast light here. I won't be able to cast light later. These guys are also not very relevant. And let's jump into the hole. All right. Here. Ah, come on. There's a corpse with a lantern. Okay, I'll use it later. Now I'm going to keep going down, basically. Okay, so now let's use the lantern. Most enemies here are not very problematic at that point. In any case, our guy is strong enough to handle most mid-game content. These guys are nasty. These guys are very nasty. But got through. Okay, now come on, guys. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. Now I jump. Now this is dark. I can't use the lantern or anything. So you have to navigate by previous knowledge, I should say. But if you look at the map, I've already done what I need to do to be able to retrace the proper steps to get to where I want to be. So here we go. Now there's a bunch of enemies here. Those are still pretty bad enemies. These are evil haunts. They're nasty. And then those nightmares are very nasty. Try to avoid them as much as I can. There's no point in fighting them again beyond just XP, sorry. And here's another set of nightmares. Again, avoid them. Keep going. Okay, so these are cute little underlings. Bunch of grooves. And incidentally, when you look at the map, you can see my little guy blinking, and you can see him going all over the place on that map, like from the top to the bottom, to the left, to the right, because the map is just rolls over. So now I'm going to the east, and I reach the end of the map, and boom, I go to the western edge of the map. And the game does that a lot with many maps, with all maps basically. Unless there's an exit on the outside of it. And here we get to the end. So let's try to beat that guy. He's a strong enemy, the Urgru. But let's try to beat that enemy without anything. Let's see how strong my guy is. There we go. Oh, the Urgru will swallow. So I think. So I gotta kind of have to do the same thing I do with dragons. Kind of like move away as necessary. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. All right. Okay. So let's do something else. Protection blur and cast Magic Blade and go. Let's see if I can beat that. Nope. All right. Let's do protection, blur, exalt, Magic Blade. Yeah, I'm not hitting hard enough. He recovers 108 per turn, and so I'm nowhere near good enough. So what I'll do again is Shockwave, recover 60 a turn. Yeah. All right. Let's see. It's not going so well. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Got it. Because it did not recover enough. Oh, I already have that one. It did not recover enough health. I was able to beat it. Alright, so now what I've got is the Radiant Pharos. So in the Radiant Pharos, essentially it gives you light all the time and tells you where secrets are. So now you're always able to see where I'm going, and it's kind of more fun as somebody who's watching somebody else play to see what's going on. Now we're back to the Blaylock area. What are we going to do now? Let's go to the Isles, to the Savage Isles, and talk to the Paladin. Okay, no. Tower. Leave. Okay. Let's buy a boat and grab the boat and go. Now, this area is problematic because you kind of have to go around the land masses with your boat, and every time you make a mistake, you end up landing and you have to go and grab the and go back on the boat. So anyway, we are going to go all around the Isles, because it's like the Ultimate games in the old days. Everything is hidden at the edge of the maps. So here, you're going to have to go all the way, of course, to this area, which has... Ooh, what is there? Oh yeah, crocodiles. So, by the way, in this area, you're completely overpowered at this point. So what I'm going to do... Yeah, these guys are, again, they're supposed to be difficult enemies, but not anymore. Open, and I take the crititheth, or whatever, however you spell that thing. It's a stone that isn't one of the stones that we need. The first time I played this game, I was a little bit confused, but it's basically not a stone that that is used as one of the 7 stones. And now we keep going, all the way to this other area where there's another thing. And why do we go there? Because there's a word of power that we need to get. Okay. And this is these guys are just pushovers. So and now we've got a skeleton key, so we can unlock anything. Here we got the word of power, so that's what it came for, right? Here this is pretty free XP. Why not, right? These guys again are total pushovers. Come on, guys. There we go. Nope. Come on. Okay. Let's go to see the captain. And I read the stuff, blah blah blah. There they go, they all attack. Even the captain is a joke at this point. And there's 400 coins. Why not take them? And so now we're done. We've got the word of power and we've got the stone. So we go all the way back around most of the islands. And we're going to go to the volcano. There's a tower as well, but I don't know if I need the tower. We'll get to it. Let's go to the tower first. Let's go to the tower. I wonder... Come on, guys. Here's the secret. And here's the tower. So let's see. I forget if this guy... Okay, there we go. That's what I want. I want Dramis. Why do we want Dramis? We want Dramis because it has the following spells. It has Fury and Empower. And Heal. So this is going to be the go-to spellbook for fighting. When you've got a very strong hero like this one in melee with a very powerful weapon, when you cast Empower and Fury, your hero is going to do insane amounts of damage. And at that point, the hero is going to completely overpower the regenerative abilities of the bosses. We saw that in the Urgru. It was very difficult for me to beat the Urgru because I had to overcome the regeneration of the Urgru. If I'd had the Dramis spellbook at that time, I would have cast Empower and Fury and it would have completely destroyed the Urgru. So now we're basically have everything we need to win and destroy, destroy our way through. The only problem is we have no more inventory. So what do? Nothing. I'm just going to use up some waters of life, which I never ever use. I just had them for fun, and make up some space. Now, in general, when I play, I don't grab the Radiant Pharaohs, and the problem with the Pharaohs is that you can't get rid of it. You cannot get rid of it. Now, when you could equip it, but it's really not very useful. I'm much better off with a +8/+8 and defense 6 than a +4 6/6. All right. much better off. But hey, it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Okay, now we're going to the cave. Now it's just you know, just go through the motions. At this point, in this area, nothing can really hurt you. You've got a ton of waters of life. You got everything is basically just a stroll in the park, a hot park, very very hot park. And these are lava hounds, all sorts of things. I mean, at that point, okay, even these fire enemies. Look, even without any defensive buffs, the thing can't even touch me. Oh, and the good thing about playing solo really fast is that you're always doing the same thing, so the battles go very quickly. Okay, so now I throw the critteth into the lava, and now I'm gonna go down. Now, why do I end up doing this region later in the game? Is because the enemy in this region is a very difficult enemy. And you kind of want to be very, I think that's, yeah, well, yeah, you kind of want to be very, very powered in order to do what you need to do. If I remember correctly, hold on. No. This is not here. This is not this enemy. Oh, something is wrong with me. I completely forgot. No. Here, what you're getting is, well, if you're not very overpowered, these guys are pretty dangerous. Just like earlier similar enemies. Sorry. Let's use shockwave on these guys. Anyway, come on, man. All right. So Tormenon, Stepwatch. Now, technically, I should be going down to the next level and getting stuff and information, etc. But I know exactly what I'm doing. So here it's, oops. Okay, you gotta touch the second, the third, and the first, basically. Right? Okay, what am I doing? Let's use a water of life while we're at it. Okay, here's a obsidian hulk. So let's use Dramus. Let me show you. So I'm gonna empower, and I'm gonna fury. Look at that. Even without the strongest weapon, you just obliterate everything. So you must not forget to get the obsidian shard. Get 500 coins. And now this guy is super important, the hallowed horn. But at this time, you could probably kill the boss that the hallowed horn is for. And now let's see if I can use the enigma cube. No, I can't use it. Okay, so I gotta get out of here in the normal way. Okay. Let's go to, come on guys. So this is where I have a little bit of beef with the game, is that you've finished this area. You've cleaned it up. You've beat the boss. You just showed who's the boss, really. And it's certainly not the boss down there. It's you. And you still have losers coming at you and trying to get a piece of you. That's what I don't understand. I mean, what are these magma lizards doing? I mean, okay, these lizards are kind of stupid for sure. I mean, they're freaking lizards, right? But still, I mean, bandits and whatnot. Okay, so right now, what am I doing now? For example, I should just get out of here. All right, so Enigma cube. There we go. Out. So we're done with this area. Now let's go back to Port Boniface. Why? Because we want to go back to the mines. Remember, we went to the mines and I said let's leave the boss for later, and let's leave the shard for later. But later is now. It is definitely now. Okay, these losers were already pushovers back at the time. They're now totally uninteresting. That's for sure. Okay, more lizards. Cave lizards. Also very stupid. Alright, so now we get to the entrance where we said that we wanted to stop. So we are now getting here. Fight these boss knucks. Nope. And pull. Alright. By the way, there's something here. Just so you know. Most people miss it. And it's empty too, which is kind of funny. By the way, let's empty a little bit our... Okay, so here's the boat now. Now we have a boat and you've got water. So what we're going to do is stop here. Destroy these guys. Go up. Of course, always in the corner of the map. Things happen in the corners of maps all the time. Ooh, I got the shard. So where are we now? Skill 0 still. Oh, I'm close to gaining a level. Yay. Okay, come on, guys. I mean, they can't touch me, so... Okay, so now we get to the next thing, which is the boss. Now, this boss, I could probably... Now, watch this. Watch this. Let's use Ropolo to blur, protect, and exalt. Okay? We switch then to Dramis. Like later on, we won't even need Ropolo, we'll throw it away. We won't need boosting. But now we're still not at the top of our game. So now we're going to go and fight the boss. Who are you? Right? 2 neat diamonds. Be gone. Right? I could blow the horn and kill him. But I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to attack him. He's a huge and powerful demonic beast. Do you want to attack him? Yeah, sure I do. Okay, there we go. And so now, empower, fury, and go. Okay. Fury again. Okay. Empower. Okay. Okay, I'm not hitting hard enough. Okay. I wonder if it's not because... Okay, first of all, let's use a water of life here. Then, Ropolo, protect, I don't need it really. Magic Blade. Use Dramis. Empower. And Fury. Okay, I needed Magic Blade. Okay. Or maybe not. Okay, Empower. Fury. Do it again. Problem is, Empower and Fury are really quick. No, it doesn't help. I need a stronger weapon. Which I can find, but not in this situation. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So, at this point, let's just use the horn. Okay. And I gained a level and blah blah blah. And next, we go to the hidden cave, where we get 1,000 coins. And the most important thing, the acid axe. Now, that is the weapon that is going to change everything at this point in time. Because it corrodes. And by corroding, even though it's still a +5 weapon, nothing new here, right? But because it corrodes, it significantly reduces the defense of the enemy. And it helps everywhere. So that's very, very useful. So now we have the acid axe and we have the shard, and so we can we can't use it here because the map is a changing map. So we gotta get the map has changed, and any map that changes the cube doesn't work on. So we gotta get out of that map first, and here we can use the cube. There we go. Now we can use the cube. So where else are we going to go? We did Rhymefell. Let's now go to let's go now to Regenhurst. Okay, so we go to Regenhurst. We're gonna get a boat to go to the hero's tomb. Boat, thank you. And we're gonna go to the hero's tomb. Now all these are things you kind of have to do in game. They have absolutely zero danger to you at this point. This is just like remember the guardians were so difficult to beat, but with the acid axe you just don't need to do anything. You just attack. There we go. So as you can see, having a very strong melee guy changes everything. Watch this. You know, guardians. Ooh, strong guardians. Big, strong guardians. Big, strong guardians, and they're done. All right, and you get a touchstone. Keep. Examine. Use. Oh, cool. And what do we have now? We're 16 everywhere. Alright, so we don't need any stones anymore. We're at maxed out in attributes. Alright, so now portal again. Oh yeah, forget. See, here's another thing. There's a portcullis here that you can't get through unless you go to hit the first switch. The problem is you're hitting the first switch, then you have to retrace your steps all the way through to pretty much the entrance. Then you got to go back up. You know, imagine doing that at regular speeds. I just would die. So this now you back up. The portcullis is open. You got through to the second switch. Now you go back to the entrance. You go back towards the other switch. Come back, and now you can have access to the Sea Blade. So who are you? Hero, blah blah, adventures, Sea Blade. Ah yes, my old blade. Obviously you killed a bunch of people. You're a good guy. You're getting the blade open. You examine the lid. There's the word of power, very important. And now you've got the sword. The sword is cool, but you absolutely do not need it. Well, you could have given it to somebody, but that somebody is a bad guy, so I'm not going to use it. All right, so that's done. Next, we're going to keep going because why? There is a special thing about role-playing games that I keep talking about ever since the Ultima games, is that there is something interesting in every corner of every map. This one has this little thingy on that corner is not very interesting, but you can obviously keep going. Oh, and by the way, this thing, the Western signpost, is an Easter egg that is a reminder of the Ultima games. I believe Ultima 1 had a Western signpost or an Eastern signpost. And so this is clearly an homage to the Ultima games. Hommage in French. Alright, so we keep going. As long as you can keep going, you keep going. But then you stop and you go through this forest and found the worm. The lair of Vedrandi. Vedrandi is an interesting guy. We're not going to fight Vedrandi right now. We're not strong enough. We could, but we're not strong enough. Later on, we can beat him as well. But lair, tower. Oh wait. Oh, I need to talk to somebody who will tell me that Vedrandi has the shard. True. Or I wonder if I can go. Oh, well. Heh. Heh heh. Let's see. Is it feasible? Is it feasible? Let's try again. I wonder if I can beat him. Okay. Da-da-da-da-dum. Okay, let's try that. Ropolo, where's Ropolo? Cast Blur, cast Protection, cast Exalt, cast Magic Blade, use Dramis, save game. Who are you? Tower, attack. Okay, let's see. No damage. Interesting. Interesting. I was doing a lot more damage earlier. Okay, so let's see. Who are you? Lair, tower, to leave. Okay, so now I'm leaving. And now use Tormenon, Dispel, use Ropolo. Now he attacks. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we can beat him with Shockwave. I wonder. Well, he's eating me up. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I should be able to beat him like this. Uh, Alright. Let's use a Water of Life. Yay! Well, as you can see, Fury, Empower, every once in a while you hit for 60 damage. You can't see it because I'm too fast, but every once in a while you hit for major damage. And that overpowers his regeneration abilities. So good. Got him. Uh, got him. So I don't have to worry about uh, going back and talking to who I need to talk to get this to get the shard. Plus I got disarm. I got very good XP. All right. Now at this point it's again a walk in the park. So there's nothing interesting there. Which way is it? This is where it is. Wow. I don't even need to do anything. There we go. Well, my guy is stronger than I thought he was. Yeah, he can still get damaged. With a bit of protection, a little protection spell, that will solve the problems. But okay, cast Dispel. And here, there are there are traps everywhere here. So 3 traps. Here I get 1,000 coins. There's blood lacerate, other things. There's a psychic torch, which is a great shield, but I don't need it. I've got the best shield in the game. There's a Luna blade up north and the Defender blade down south, which I also don't need. All right, so we beat the guy, and so now we're getting out. And at this point, we've completely finished Ragnhurst. So back to our usual Enigma cube, and let's do one more before we end this run. And let's do, what shall we do? We go to, let's go to, Ispahan. Alright, we'll do Ispahan. Fine. Oh, by the way, how many skill points do you have? 1. Not very useful. Alright, so let's do Ispahan. And Ispahan is a major area with a ton of things to do. So first we're gonna rest. Oh, assassins! Okay, I will assassinate you. You'll see what happens. There we go. Anybody done? So now the attack, assassins, rest, here is a homing stone, 3 leave, yes. What else? Cast, no, use, Apollo cast, heal. Alright, next, what do I want to do here? Oh, I want to buy Mystical Codex and equip the Mystical Codex. By the way, this is why it's got lore +4. Why do I want to equip the Mystical Codex? I want to equip it because I need to go read a book. I need to go read a book right here that gives me the word of power. Once I've read the book, I can get rid of it. Who are you? Assassin, Padisha, Wealth, Princess, Raiders, Leaf, blah blah. Okay, now talk to the Padisha. Assassin, Vizier, City, Raiders, Princess, Leave, blah blah. I don't know if I need to talk again to the Raiders, to the Vizier. No. And Princess, Chambers, Clues, Leave. All right. Gazur. Okay. So now we go back, and I think I might want to talk again to the Vizier. No. No. Need to do anything. So now I'm going to go to the boat, to the Wharf Master, boat rental, talk about boat rental, and he talked to the Vizier rented the boat. Haha, the Vizier has been lying. Bad Vizier, bad boy. So now we go back to confront the guy. Oh, I didn't remember. I'd forgotten. Sure, you've forgotten. She has to help her escape, and to the Golden Tower to learn magic. Okay, good. So you want to go to the Golden Tower to learn magic. So now that's important. That's an important point. The next thing that we're going to do is go grab a boat. This time, a real boat. We grab the boat, and we get out of here. Okay, save the game. Now here, there's always a dragon on this island. So I could as you can see now, you're fighting pure melee. There's a fairy charm. And save the game. There we go. See how much faster it is now? I'm not even buffing up or anything. It's just simple, straightforward battle. So now, because it's oops. So sometimes, of course, if I don't run away or anything, I run the chance of being eaten up. But it's so rare at this point. The dragon only has one turn, so if he doesn't use that one turn to eat me up, he's done. But, there we go. Every once in a while, he is lucky enough to do it. And come on, dragon. At this point, the only touchstone that's interesting is the one that gives me XP, and even then, it's not that interesting. Well, still no luck. Alright, we'll try 5 more times, and then we'll go away. The psychic target is good, but we already have one. Polar fur gown is a gown. Sorry, is a good armor for wizards. It's totally unnecessary for a hero. I'm out of vigor. Come on. Okay. Alright, maybe whack. Oh. Well, I think he's learning. He might be learning. Alright, last time. No? Alright. Come on, one more. Nope. Okay. Well. No luck. We'll get there. We'll get there. And here is the yellow tower. Okay. And here, hello, who are you? Princess, choice, vizier, leave, okay. Ta-da, you are the princess. I knew you were the princess. Now we solved the princess situation. Alright, so let's get out of here. And, okay. At this point, even these sand guys are nothing. So now we need to go. Oh, these are the whooping camels. Let's see what they drop now. These guys. They're supposed to be dropping a lot. Oh, cool. Cool. Ha! Nice. Nice. They drop a lot of goods. Just like in Nox Archaeist, where the whooping camels were first invented. Nox Archaeist is this other role-playing game, retro role-playing game for the Apple II that came out exactly at the same time as Realms of Antiquity, and it's an awesome role-playing game as well. So if you like Realms of Antiquity and you've never played and you have never played Nox Archaeist, you should definitely play it. It's a lot of fun. It's very different than from Realms of Antiquity, but it's also a lot of fun. All right, so we talked to this guy, Brethren, Blush, or Mark, talk. So the password, he tells me that the password is with this loser guy. Oh, more whooping camels. And by the way, in Nox Archaeist, the whooping camels drop a lot of loot, and that's why they also drop loot here. It's kind of fun. All right, so I messed up. Now I'm gonna go through here, go to the next area, which is the diamond basin and the diamond mines. So go to Treston, go to the Lucky Dragon Hotel, rest, reset homing stone, do leave, Golden Coin Casino. There's this great cartel, wait, why is it? Why am I not getting the password? I didn't talk well enough to either to the captain or to the prisoner. Hold on, let me see. The captain, fortress, raiders, trader, prisoner. Okay, see if you can make the rat talk. So let's go talk to the rat. Mr. Rat, talk. If you wish to join, you go to the lair. It is east of here, but you need the password. Password. And not only the leader's book, I tell you where to find it. Where? Okay, there we go. Now, there we go. Okay. So now I've triggered the next step in the quest. Go back to the casino, talk to the magician. Now we ask for the password. A wager? Wager. Yes. Okay, I gotta go kill some other enemy. Great. It's one of those stupid quests. In the meantime, stop at the pawn shop and buy the spring. Okay, guys. Guys. Come on. Come on. Okay, now let's go say hello to the three-headed dragon. That is a useless dragon. It's a weakling. It doesn't look stronger than other dragons, but at least it's got 3 heads, so it's supposed to be stronger. If in fact it's not stronger, it's one of the weaker dragons. All right, so we got the head of the dragon. Sorry, we got the head of the dragon, and we now we got the password. All right, so we got the password. Now also we're gonna go talk to the boss. Mines problem. Yes. All right. Now in the mines is one of the most dangerous enemies. In the meantime, let's go before we get to the mines. Should we go to the mines? Okay, let's go to the mines now, and then ooh, desert dragon. Okay. That was a desert dragon. Let's see. Maybe I can find it again. I thought there was a desert dragon around here. Is there a desert dragon around here? Well, I guess. Nope, not anymore. Okay, so let's do the mines, and then we'll stop. To do the mines, you go all the way up, around the corner, and here, down. Next step, keep going. Yeah. All right. Okay. Um, Enemies done. Okay, so here I got the meteoric iron. All right, so there's another thing is there's been a big discussion about the value of those 2 weapons up here. There's one of them is the dwarvish axe. Dwarvish axe is interesting, but no more. All right, it's a top tier axe, but it's not very interesting. The the next one is much more interesting. It's the singing mace. Now the singing mace has something that's very valuable. It's the confuse effect. So every once in a while, you'll hit the enemy with confuse, and when you confuse the enemy, that enemy will not regenerate. So one of the ways to win this game, uh, without being a super strong melee guy, is to use the singing mace and stop hitting the enemy when the enemy is confused, so that the next turn you hit him again, and at the end of the previous turn, the enemy basically skips their turn and forget to regen. But I find this much less valuable than um, getting your own guy to be so melee powerful that he's just going to overwhelm the regeneration ability of the enemy. So although in the old days I used to play with the singing mace, I've now dropped it in favor of the acid axe, and later on, if ever I'm lucky enough to get a drop from the dragon. So I'm just going to drop the singing mace, but it is an interesting weapon. It's a very interesting weapon. So now we're going to go down to the next level, which is where the real bad guy is. His name is Asag or Azag, and Azag is a big bad boy. Strong and dangerous. These guys are not a joke, but at this point, I almost don't need to do anything. Also, none of the drops are interesting to me anymore. Oh, come on, guys. Some more magma lizards. Alright, so... come on. Flee the battle. Alright, so here we go. I think I need protection and blah blah blah, but I'm gonna try not to do any of this and just cast Empower and Fury. Let's see what happens. There we go. And I get the Staff of Gems, which is a very, very powerful staff as well. It's a top tier staff, but also I don't need it. Alright, so as you can see at this point, my level now 11 hero is just rolling through everything, and none of the enemies are a danger to him except for the for the occasional swallowing. But oh, interesting. Okay, that's Magic Blade now. With Magic Blade, I can finish them off. All right. What do you want? Okay, so we've essentially finished this area. I'm just going to go back so that we don't forget. Go back to the boss of the casino and tell him that we're done. Oh, there is the dragon. Okay. Damn, I should have saved. Alright. I really should have saved. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Alright. Okay, exit. Let's get out of here. Could probably have used the... There we go. There he is. Oh, there is a trap here. Okay, I didn't know there was a trap. So it's a trap. It's a dragon trap. So let's see, if I cast Empower and I go, I can kill him in one turn. Alright, that's cool. So I cast Empower, go. Alright, that's even better. That was 2 turns. 1 turn. 2 turns. One turn. It's a trap, so he starts first, but I finish him off in 1 turn. There we go, 1 turn. Rabbit's Foot is useful to make cash. But at this point, I don't need any cash. Generally use the cash later on to buy touchstones, but I don't even need that anymore. Okay. I've been exceedingly unlucky with my drops. I mean, it's been a lot more. Whoops. It's been a lot more than 30 or more dragon fights, and nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I've been quite unlucky. Nothing. Hey, the poor dragon didn't even last half a turn this time. Okay. No, I've been so unlucky it's not funny. Nope. Hey! He ate me. Nope. Nope. Come on. Imperial rifle. I won't ever use that. And an Eldritch Axe drop is pretty good, but I so don't need that. Nope. Thank you. No need for polar fur gown. Nope. Alright. That's very disappointing. I'm sorry about that. It's, the drops are just not what we want. It happens. Like, it really is frustrating. But here you notice how much more powerful my guy has become compared to, um, just a short while ago. At this point, you just don't need to do anything. You don't need to protect. You don't need uh, to boost anything. I mean, I'm empowering just because it's faster, but instead of killing the dragon in 2 turns, you kill the dragon in 1 turn. That's basically it. And I'm not even casting Fury. So, alright. Okay, how many times more? Okay, 2 more and we stop. Hey, that's that's a nasty one. As you see, it was an instant death here. I couldn't do anything. It was total instant death. All right, so nothing there. Forget it. It's not fun. There we go. And let's go talk to the boss. Demon. The boss is done. We got a bunch of cash. In fact, how much cash do we have now? 14,000 that we're never ever going to use. So it's just fun to have. Anyway, all right. So we're done here. We finished this area, and so we are going to end part 2. At this stage, my guy is very healthy. He's maxed out on attributes. He's got 1 skill point. and the next step is going to be much more interesting. And now his melee skills are incredible. So he's at plus 26 in melee with an acid axe, and he's got a pretty decent defense, plus 19, plus 20, plus 23. Um, the next part, the next stream is going to be finishing up all the mid game and hopefully destroying the biggest, baddest enemies, except for the rabbit, maybe, and getting the strongest armor in the game. And at that point, it's basically mop up time, just to clean stuff up and run through the rest of the game. I hope you've enjoyed it, even though I've been very unlucky with the drops. And see you later.